What's going on, everybody? Nerdy Jersey here with Aaron Furman. What did you fail to do?
Win the PPG Tour event in Atlantic City. I got top 4.
You got 4th place, right?
Sure.
All right. What deck did you play?
I played 60 card, Thunder, Danger, Chaos, Dragon deck.
Oh, let's get into your deck profile.
3 Solar, 1 Arma, 2 Greffer. These are my main normal summons in the deck. The Thunder Dragons. I'm gonna play 2 Roar because this card's not really that good to draw, and with like Snow and Hulk, you just always bring it back from the banish pile, so you'll usually never need more than 2. I didn't play Thunder Dragon because
it's a brick.
Yes.
So this
it's also really bad going against like the mirror. Like Thunder
if they
Dragon's
have
terrible
Colossus, it
against
does
Thunder
literally
Dragons.
nothing. It's just not a great card.
3 Nessie, 3 Tsuchinoko, 3 Jackalope, 2 Mothman. These are just the ones that are guarantee summon or like search and then summon. And Mothman is just pretty good to like cycle through your hand sometimes, or like sometimes when like they might Gumblar you for some reason, you might just draw a hand trap if you discard this. I did not. 1 Marimar, 3 Shroodo.
Sucks not getting lucky every time.
These cards are really good. You just make Yazi, and Yazi brings out Marimar, which is another tuner, which can just make Brian act. So like you're making both your synchros off one play if you
You can
want.
bounce Grinder Golem sometimes if you have second.
If you give them Grinder Golem, you can bounce Grinder Golem with Brianak.
Yeah. You can summon Sword, give my guy Yazi pop it.
2 Flap Serpent and 3 Wyvern Buster. These cards are just really good. Maybe a 3rd one of this, just because I would like to see this in every single hand, because they just like, it's 2 monsters, a plus card in hand, so it makes Gumblaring your opponent a lot easier. 1 Eclipse Wyvern when you don't want to send Snow and you or you already have Snow, or you have Foolish and Snow already, you can send this, and your targets for it are these. It's usually always this card. Diebolt is really good. This card's really good at sometimes. I play 3 Melody with it also to search them. Discarding Danger off Melody is really good. Getting like a Roar, Dark Engrave is really good at that. 1 Amber, 1 was enough.
We're not cowards.
1 Snow, this card's just the best card in the deck. It's basically like a Snow Turbo deck and just have a bunch of Thunder monsters in the graveyard. Grinder Golem, this was put in last minute. It was pretty good. But it does conflict, like if you do draw a normal summon with it, like you can't really use this sometimes.
Unless you have a way to make Skull Dread. Then
It's basically you have like 7 normal summons, or like you can't Seraph Knight with it. Like this card's not good with Seraph Knight. 3 Gold Sark, 3 Brilliant, 3 Allure. Just very standard. Allure, you play a lot of darks and you kind of want to just cycle through your cards. If you do draw a Thunder monster with it,
Attention, you
even more
1K
plus, yeah.
players.
Lancer's not a great
Pairings for the 4th round are being
1
posted. Again, Yu-Gi-Oh!
1,
players, your pairings for the 4th round are
1
being
Thunder Dragon
posted.
Fusion, 1 Card Destruction. I did not like either of these cards. This card did help me in Top Cut. This card's just terrible. I wouldn't have played this card. I wouldn't have played Titan in this deck. I activated this card once, and that was like it the whole tournament. I would keep adding it, hoping like to Gumblar it or somehow get a grave, and it just never went to grave. So 60 cards in the main.
So big.
60 cards in the main.
Oh, all right. He likes it big.
2 Colossus, 1 Titan. The 3rd Colossus did not come up for me, but I would be more risky with these, with like banishing with Snow. If I did have 3rd Colossus, I would just not play this card. If you do end up playing this many cards, I would just not play these 2 at all. Probably play Colossus.
So it never came up where you used all your Colossus, your opponent was able to break your board, and you Thunder Dragon Fusion back your Colossuses to have more?
They don't really break your board in this deck.
Yeah, like if you do like go through all that, maybe in the mirror, like mirror's the only situation, but you could also just lose in the mirror because like they get Snow the Grave, they can they have Colossus, so your Thunder Dragons don't do as much, your baby Chaos Dragons don't do as much. It's really hard to break boards in the mirror. 1 Seraph Knight, Yazi, Brianak. I should have played Prisma Aurora. I didn't. 2 times I really wish I had it, but since I didn't have it, I just curious to away. 1 Link Revo, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, 1 Unicorn,
No, you gotta put it in a different zone.
Summon Sork, Curious. Curious is like just as good as Summon Sork right now. Like, it's insane how much like this card does, how much advantage it gets to you. And like, a lot of times you can just make Summon Sork, special summon. When you're done with that, you'll just make Curious afterwards.
You
and,
make
like,
both those like almost every game.
Yeah.
Turn 1.
Summon Sork's so easy to make because Reproductus. Curious is so easy to make because all the dangers are different types. You have Thunder Dragons also. You have a
Revo.
Warrior. Yeah, Warrior's Link Revo. Yeah, literally everything's just different type.
That's correct.
Gumblar, there's a bunch of cool combos where you can Gumblar them, then Diabolus them as well, then Gumblar them again on
And
your
Levianeer.
opponent's turn, or Levianeer, shuffle back a random card. So hitting 4 cards and having a Snow Engrave happened like a lot. Surja and Borload.
How many die rolls?
Vanguard players, round 3. You
Won 3
may
die rolls the whole
begin.
tournament, 2 in Swiss and 1 top cut. 2 die rolls I lost were against Rongo. I lost to Joe die roll, which like it's basically whoever goes first usually. Then I lost to Michael State the die roll, and
Let's play my exact die.
yeah, and he just like didn't see the line to make Rongo and gave me a turn. My hand was just insane.
So how often did it come up where you just went first and gumblered them for their whole hand? Like every time you went first?
Not their whole hand. No, it doesn't come up as often as you think, but like having Curious and at least a Colossus happens like every single time with Snow with a bunch of Thunder monsters in grade. Like almost every time, and that's like your worst board probably.
Why do you need a reason?
Yeah, that's like your worst like position you're possibly in with this thing. Like even like the smaller amounts, like people not playing this many cards, like that's still their worst board. It's like all the same concept. 1 Pankratops, 2 Pankratops, 1 Straw Dragon. This card never came up for me. Pankratops I drew, which was really good a couple times. Maybe 3 of this. These are my only back row removal. Then for the hand traps, 2 Ghost Spell. This was for the mirror because hitting Hawk and not having them play Colossus, they would have to draw Thunder Dragon or draw Matrix in hand, and like even then it's just like they're wasting a card to do to even do that. Gamma, this is probably just like the best hand trap, and like you'll never draw this because you're playing so many cards. 3 Impermanence, really good against Rongo, usually really good in the mirror. You just stop their Curious, or like if they're desperate for Saruja, you can stop Saruja, yeah. Like, I would say it's like somewhat better than Ash because like they can chain block the Curious. They can chain block Curious, so you won't be able to Ash the Curious. 3 Red Reboot. Trap decks. I sided this against Sky Striker in top 4 because I knew my opponent played Sanctum and Apocrypha. And against Rongo, you just side this in. Just like against Rongo, you're just hoping to draw anything that can stop them. And like even if you can like do this on the Shade Brigadine and just hope they can't make Rongo, it just gives them turn. Sometimes they can. Like if they don't play around it, it can just happen. But yeah, we always side like this in against Rongo.
You said they're going first. You're moving against.
Probably not. I play 60 cards, so I'll probably not draw it. Like when I go first, I don't side anything in at all. I just keep my main deck the way it is. Yeah, any other comments about this deck? I would definitely play a smaller version of this deck, so I do draw my side hand traps in against the Rongo deck because it was really scary. Like going game, like them winning die roll, then us going game 3, and me hoping to draw a hand trap to even like survive to play. Yep. Shout out. Shout outs to Nerdy Jersey. Shout out to Nishad and Aaron McInnes for the deck. And yeah.
All right, congratulations.
Thanks.